Hi, Patino. What are you eating over there?
I just finished an egg white delight.
Was it yummy?
It's okay. It does the job. It's not like, I crave it. But I know that it's, excuse me, but I know it's high in protein, low in fat. So that is more important at this point.
On days that we shoot JK Party, which is pretty much a game challenge show, is there anything that goes through your mind that makes you prep for it? Like, do you go, alright, cool, gotta bring my A game, drink lots of coffee, be super high and energetic, be funny? Is there anything that runs through your mind? Do you have any pre-game rituals for this game show?
For JK Party, no. And you also have to keep in mind that I'm part of the prep crew.
Yeah.
So I'm part of the creatives. So I know everything that's happening like weeks in advance, or like at least a day in advance.
Yeah.
So then I guess I'm preparing myself when we're doing those meetings. So
Yeah.
when I come here, it's more of like, all right, cool, I know what's going on, so I can kind of chill out a bit. And because of my competitive nature, I don't really need coffee. I don't need to really gear up for anything.
But I find though that on JK Films, back in the days when we used to shoot skits, I had the same relationship where I wrote the scripts, I'm part of the creative end, but on game day, when it's time to shoot the skits, I feel like I have to kind of like put on a different hat and turn on that side of my brain, which is to act and to perform. And I feel like that's a little bit different. Like, as prepared as I am with the script, even though I wrote it and I know everything that's gonna happen, I still feel like it's another beast.
Yeah, that's a little bit different because that involves acting. So even if it's you that you're acting in this script, it's like you're still within this world, right? So you have to kind of play within the parameter of this world that you made up. But for JK Party, it's literally us being ourselves. So it's Josh being silly, it's me being a fucking asshole, it's you being, yourself, like
CUNY.
The CUNY. So it's not like anything that we have to like prep for and be like, okay, so in this segment I have to be a little bit more dramatic, or I have to be a little whatever. It's like you genuinely get who we are.
So you're telling me that if you were to play the same games in the living room, you would act exactly the same with no camera?
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised you're asking me that because I feel like I do.
Because I play completely differently.
Well, yeah, you're way more chill. Maybe that's what it is.
Because for me, like, everything that I internalize, I do a lot of my thinking in my head, and I have a poker face, which is also why you'd always say that my sex face is so boring. Because even though inside I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. Fuck, I'm about to fucking come. And my toes are squeezing the sheets. God damn. But my face is just poker face.
Yes.
And I think that's just the way I was raised, where I internalize a lot of stuff. And so for a JK Party, I kind of have to kind of externalize those feelings. And so I do have to perform. And after I perform, like when I'm done with JK Party, I'm super exhausted because I spent like 8 hours being someone I'm usually not. You don't go through that?
Oh, no. Like anytime I've ever played, like I'll gauge who I'm playing games with, and I can't help but still be like competitive and still be loud and like, create that whole banter or whatever. That's always there, but then the scale of how much I put, or the volume of my voice, that's gonna vary on the crew that I'm playing with. But for me to be quiet and have a poker face, like I'll never, like that's just not me.
So you just naturally verbalize what you're thinking?
In gameplay, yes.
I see.
Yeah. But then when it comes to JK News days, those are the days that I have to mentally prepare myself, because one, we shoot all day. So I have to make sure that, I'm hydrated, I have like coffee, or caffeinated.
Caffeinated? Damn, I want to get caffeinated.
I'm caffeinated, hydrated, caffeinated. I have snacks, and I just have to tell myself like to throw my two cents in. I'm sorry, I'm so tired. I don't know why I'm so tired.
And you're supposed to perform like this?
No, I turn it on. I'm telling you, I'm so competitive when it's like game time. It's like, okay, let's go, boo, 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 and it's crazy. And then as soon as it's cut, I'm like, ugh.
Just like you ejaculated.
Yeah, I think it's like sex, and then I cut, right before cut, I come, and then right after cut, I'm like, ugh.
So there you have it. JK party is sex. Hello, Lauren.
Hello.
So Lauren is one of the lesser known JK team members. Can you please tell me, what do you do here? Well, I know what you do here, but I'm asking rhetorically for the camera.
Sometimes I go and I get all the props for the JK party.
Get all the props ready.
And then in the morning I call in for McDonald's because everyone loves McDonald's, so we all, I get the order and bring it here.
So you're also catering?
Yeah, catering service and prop delivery, and I also camera operate. I'm behind the camera. Once in a while when I fuck up, you guys will like put the camera to me and say, Lauren, you're doing something wrong.
But didn't you just learn how to camera op?
Yeah, I actually didn't know anything about camera operating or like...
How did you even... Who put you behind the camera if you don't know how to camera op?
I don't know, they're just like, Lauren, you gotta go
Who's
in.
they? Who's
Michael.
they? Michael. So Michael's like, Lauren, just move the camera around.
Yeah, move the camera. And then I was like, Sean, how do you push record? He was just like, it's the red button. I'm like, okay. And then so I did it and it worked.
So it's that easy. Just push the red button, just move the camera around.
Everyone, Casey probably will say otherwise, but for me it's just push the red button, make sure everyone's in focus so everyone's all pretty and stuff, and then...
How did you come to working here?
Here or like just...
Just with working with JK in general. Like how did you go from being Lauren, walking on the street, picking flowers, to pressing record buttons and swinging the camera around?
I actually met Sean because we both used to go to the same school, Cal State Long Beach. I still go, but he graduated a couple years ago.
And now he works here full time?
Yes, and I'm still there. My last year though. And we actually were in the same club, and he was my big, and he just went...
I was about to say he was my bitch. I'm like, what kind of club is this?
Bitch too, big and bitch, same thing.
What club is this?
Okay, I'm right here.
It's okay.
What club
he knows
is
it,
this?
he knows it. It's called Circle K.
Oh, cool. So it's like a leadership type
Yeah,
club.
leadership, community service type thing.
No bitches in there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, are there?
No.
Ooh, who's the bitch in Circle
just,
K?
Just Sean.
Oh. Okay.
And then one day he was just like, do you want a job? My work is looking for an editor. And at that time I didn't know anything about editing, but I was like, okay, sure. And then so I
You didn't know anything about editing when you applied?
Nothing at all.
What the fuck?
Like iMovie, I don't know if you guys know, but I used iMovie for the first trial edit, and it took me like 12 hours to do. And it took a long time, and I was like, what, do I really want to do this? And then after I finished the trial edit, Sean gave me like a whole rundown of Premiere, and then I was like, wow, this is so much easier. I really want to do this.
That's insane. So you tried out for an editing job, and you didn't even know how to edit?
No experience at all. I just went
the
for it,
fuck?
and I got the job.
What motivated you to do that? That's like me trying out to be a pilot for an airplane, and I'm like, fuck it, I don't even know how to fly this motherfucker.
I don't even know. I just know that I'm in film, but in
In the film, that's your major?
Yeah, my major. But then we don't really learn more, we don't learn on-hand stuff. It's mostly history
Theory.
and stuff, yeah. And then so I really just wanted to do something, so.
So you have all kinds of film knowledge, you just didn't have the technical knowledge.
Yeah, not at all.
So you're like, how can I apply all this theory into hands-on experience?
Like I would just edit on Windows Movie Maker for a home video or something. Really, really tiny things. I had no idea what Premiere or anything was.
Wow, that's really inspirational. I didn't even know this about you. Michael, you never told me this. Michael, where are you?
Hiding in the room. Hiding in the room. Heard you though.
I'm at...
Not your fault, Michael.
Hey, Joe. Did you know Lauren doesn't even know how to edit? Lauren applied to be a JK News editor, and she didn't even know how to edit.
Oh yeah.
Her first audition was her first edit ever on iMovie.
Well, I know that Michael taught her, and then wait, didn't your dad teach you?
I didn't
Get your ass in here.
My dad actually does After Effects stuff, so he.
Aw, that's cheating.
No. But then I didn't know anything.
Yeah, but Michael taught you, right?
Sean.
Oh, Sean.
Yeah, Sean did.
I know someone taught you as you were going, and then I was just like, well, as long as she knows how to do the basics, by the time she's getting paid.
As long as I don't
That's
keep
fucking
messing
nuts.
up.
Dude, you're the definition of go for broke, because I was telling Lauren that there's no way I would audition to be a pilot for an airplane and be like, I'm like, hey, my co-pilot will teach me. Oh, there you go. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
No wonder your first edit sucked so bad.
I know.
That's really
We
good.
took a chance on her.
Yeah.
She won Editor of the Month last month. She had
What?
the funniest edit.
See?
Yeah.
It's all about your drive, your motivation, your hustle.
If you just keep working at it, even if you have no idea what's going on,
Just do it.
Just pretend you do, and then soon you will know.
Yeah.
That's what life's about. It's about winging it.
Yep. That's the way to do it.
And then maybe you can be a pilot one day.
Yeah.
I believe
I'm gonna
in
just
you.
wing it.
I'll
Yeah.
just
Wing it.
I'll just
Alright, what are you guys filming?
We're shooting B-roll.
Is that the balut we just ate?
Yup.
Oh my goodness, that is so crazy looking when it's just dissected like that.
How did you like it?
The balut tasted the juice, so there's a 3-step process to like how Filipinos eat it. You drink the soup, and then you eat the yolk, and then you eat the actual duck. The soup was actually really good. It tasted like a concentrated chicken broth. The yolk was less intense than chicken yolk. The duck itself was kind of hard to eat because of it looked all squishy, like a little alien.
Yeah.
Did you guys eat it?
I tried it,
You tried it before?
but it's not something I would go out of my way to eat.
And be like, oh hell yeah, let's
It's
get
not
a.
bad. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be like, hell yeah, balut for the weekend.
Yeah, I think now that I've tried it, I don't think I'm gonna order it ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
But I know what it tastes like, and I can respect the cultures that do eat it, but it's kind of scary to me.
Yeah, I think that psychologically I can't get over it.
Yeah.
So we just ate like 4 or 5 really, really weird things.
Yeah.
How did you feel about all of them? And tell me which ones did we just eat?
Okay, so, oh my god, I don't even remember what the first one was.
I think the first one was a bull testicle, but it was fried.
Okay, bull testicle wasn't too bad. I think majority of these dishes were all more of like a mental barrier, like a mental block.
Yeah.
I feel like I could eat things with an open mind, but the thing is, it's just so hard just to think about it. So like bull testicle, it's not as bad because I'm thinking about like there's pig hair, we eat intestines. Like it's not a huge thing. So like bull testicle was okay, bugs was okay.
But bull testicles, while you're eating it, I think the part that's psychological
Yeah.
is that you can envision a hanging nutsack between a cow as it's walking around, and you're like, fuck, now I'm eating that. So I think everything you eat, there's a psychological aspect to it.
That's
and,
true.
And the taste, it tasted like liver and gizzard.
It did.
It was so
did.
strong.
It was so weird, but I'm kind of glad that we had the batter to like help mix it in together, like the flavor, because I think if I just ate the testicle itself, it would have been way too overpowering for me.
Yeah, I'm really glad that
Yeah.
there was the batter because it kind of eased it in. I think afterwards we ate, was it bugs?
Bugs, yeah. The bugs was actually really cool though, because I didn't mind that at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
It reminded me more of like shrimp chips or bonito flakes.
Yes.
So the texture wasn't too bad.
It looks crazy visually, and once again, there's a psychological factor because
Yeah.
you've seen a grasshopper
Yeah.
jumping around, but when you bite into it, it just tastes like some Japanese
Yeah,
snacks.
and then you know what though, like knowing the fact that we're eating bugs, it kind of, I think what really helped was when I was little, I would watch these documentaries, and in one documentary in particular, there's this village that would fry spiders.
Yeah.
And like just warming up to the idea that like people eat bugs as like a source of like food
Yeah.
didn't really freak me out too much. Because like I know that when we see bugs now, we're like, oh my god, we gotta fucking kill that thing. But
Yeah.
then like now it's just like when I think about it, I'm like, oh, I still want to try that tarantula, fried tarantula. And it looks so good though,
Did
because like
you
the way
know-
they season it and everything.
Yeah, did you know that bugs are actually a way more sustainable source of protein for humans?
That's what I heard.
Like, because of all the chicken and cow farming, like we have a depleting ozone layer. We're having this huge drought because of agriculture. They have to, you know, provide food for all these animals, and per space, like for a cow is like as big as a car behind you.
Yeah.
And so we need a lot of land to harvest, I don't know, like a couple 100 grams of protein or whatever.
Yeah.
Versus bugs, we could have millions of bugs in that car space behind you, and we could feed everyone, and we can have everyone hit their protein requirements. But it's just the psychological factor.
Yeah.
It's not as nice as like a big juicy steak.
That's true. And then was it the third one was the pig lips?
Oh, that was weird. It was a Louisiana delicacy. It was vinegar pig lips.
Yeah, see, okay, I'm not a huge fan of vinegar, but the thing is that, like, I like pickled things, but not that pickled. And what it actually reminded me of was, I think when you eat Mediterranean food, like, they have those, like...
The radish.
Yeah, the, like, pickled, like, that's exactly what it smelled like, but then what it tasted like was completely different. It tasted like pork belly.
And it was mushy.
Yeah!
Super strong pork belly.
It was, like, surprisingly, it does kind of melt in your mouth, and I'm like, I don't know what to make of this texture at all, but, like, if I had enjoyed vinegar when I was younger, I think that dish would probably have been, like, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Today.
And then finally, what did we eat?
Oh, the balut.
That was so weird.
Oh, no, we had pork brains.
Oh, yeah, we had pork brains.
Picnic.
How was the pork brains?
Oh, that wasn't so bad. It reminded me a lot of liver, though, because it was, like, very chalky.
Do you like liver?
No, I'm not a big fan of liver. It definitely tastes a little chalky, and then it also reminded me of, like, those cubed blood.
The pork blood, yeah.
Yeah, the cubed pork blood that you would get, like, in super hot
Like
pot.
Boomba Way or something.
Yeah, Boomba, yeah. Like, I'm not really a big fan of those types of things, because it has a very irony taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not my jam.
A lot of the organs that we've been eating, the flavor is so strong.
Yeah.
It's not like chicken breast. It's just like when you could get one little bite and it just blows up your whole mouth.
Yeah.
And then finally we ate the balut. How was that? That was a whole experience too.
That one I think was like the biggest mental challenge for me. Like, it was the biggest, because like I've had boiled eggs before, but just knowing the fact that there's a little tiny bird inside, like, it kind of freaks me out.
A half-developed duck?
A half-developed duck. I think it's
Do you eat duck in general? You do, right?
I do eat duck.
Okay.
I think it's just like the fact that, like, the way that food is served to us, it's always served in pieces.
Yeah.
So we don't really see it as a whole.
We have a disconnect with our food.
Yeah, and then, like, just knowing the fact that you're eating, like, a whole baby, it's like, I feel like it just crosses so many morals for me, but at the same time, it's like, well, this is a delicacy, and then this is a food that has been eaten for years. So, like, I think to me, it's like, okay, well, people enjoy it, there must be a reason why they enjoy it, so, like, let me experience this and not, like, rob this opportunity for myself. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I want to actually try it.
I think that's one of the things where humans have a huge disconnect with our food, where it's like, why can we eat our food in pieces but not eat it whole? And whole is the most natural way. And then now it's even to the point where there's people that are probably watching, like people eating balut, like, oh my god, you're a fucking savage. But it's like, but if we can eat an egg and we can also eat a chicken, how come we can't eat everything in between?
Yeah.
So if we really want to call ourselves like meat eaters, we should be responsible. And I kind of like the way a lot of Asian cultures do it, where they don't waste food. You know, they don't kill the pig just for a pork loin. They eat the brain, they eat the intestine, they eat everything. And to me, if you want to be a meat eater, you have to be responsible and save the earth and don't waste products.
Yeah.
So, like, eating the balut, it gave me like a whole new, I guess, like, outlook on how to eat stuff and not to be wasteful. And I really enjoyed that experience.
Yeah. Also, like, I feel like there's a part of people being ignorant in the sense where, like, they hear about the food but they don't try it themselves, and it's kind of like they're putting their opinion on something that they never tried, so it's kind of like it's not even credible in the first place.
Yeah, it's almost like bashing a whole nother culture for what they do.
Exactly. And it's kind of like, well, I think you can give your opinion once you try it, and then, like, and I feel like that's more valid than be like, oh my god, like, just like being a spectator, be like, oh my god, you're so fucked up, like, can't believe you would eat something like that. It's kind of like, well, don't knock it till you try it.
Very true.
Yeah.
we just finally got home to our new LA home, as you guys saw, and it's very relaxing to come up here after a long days of work. And you saw that we filmed JK party for all day, and what you didn't see is I had a few more Barbell Brigade meetings after the JK party, which I always have. What did you do for a Barbell Brigade today?
I had a semi-marketing meeting and then a photo shoot, semi-video shoot meeting with Churro and Evan, because we have a video shoot this weekend, and then we have another photo shoot midweek the week after that.
It's actually our first legit commercial. There's a script written for it, and I'm really excited for this photo shoot because of the staff and the professionalism and experience that JK has. We're at this level, right? And everyone that we've been grooming at Barbell Brigade, it's been passionate. Like Churro, yeah, he knows a little bit about photography, but Gio was really the one that took him under her wing and helped develop him. And same thing with me and Nadeem. So there's kind of like this discrepancy where we're the mentors and the mentees. And as JK is growing, so does Barbell. But because JK hasn't really shot any skits or parodies or music videos in a long time, the guys at Barbell have slowly been growing. So now it's getting to the point where they're working on scripted stuff. And there's a lot of things that they've been editing, and the videos they put out is such high quality that I really feel like this is really the next step. And I'm so happy that Casey is gonna come out and kind of supervise and kind of mentor everyone. So that's one thing that I'm super excited about. But what I wanted to ask you was, you know, like when we shoot JK party and we have these really, really long days, do you get tired before you enter the Barbell Brigade meetings? Because I know a lot of the guys at JK, they kind of get to break at 6. You know, they have the 10 to 6, they break, they go home, relax, whatever. Like Joe went to the gym. Do you feel tired? And if you do, how do you muster up the extra energy to work another like 3 hours?
Oh man, I'm totally exhausted. Because just every JK party, like we give it our all. Like we give 110 energy, we give 110 jokes, we give 110 improv. Like we try to give you guys our A game. So imagine like sprinting for
That's
6
a really
hours.
Flat chest.
What yeah, it's really flat. Girl, just tap.
6'8".
So just imagine like sprinting for like straight 6, I'll say 5 hours because we get like an hour lunch. So just imagine sprinting, and then it's like, okay, now it's cut. That's a wrap, and we're like, oh fuck. All right, cool. Let me just catch my breath. But then it's like, nope. Now we gotta enter all these other meetings, and for me, I'm just like
7 hours because we go from 10 to 6. So that's 8 hours with 1 hour
Oh,
lunch.
right.
Just like any regular 8-hour workday.
Yeah. So then at the end of it, it's like you're just mentally exhausted, and sometimes my voice is gone.
You ever get lockjaw?
I do.
Where you talk so much, and at the end of the day, like you guys see when I vlog, my mouth doesn't even want to move it. I talk like this, and I was like, all right, piss out, guys, I can't talk anymore.
Yeah, I get that. Or like my tongue feels like it's not working anymore. So it's not necessarily my jaw, it's like my tongue, and like everything gets fucked up.
Fix that.
Okay. Thank you.
Fix it.
Thanks. And then there's times where I'm like, then I think like, damn, do I really need this meeting right now? Like we need so much, like do I have to do? And then I kind of have to take a few steps back because that's more of my emotions taking over, because it's like, you're tired, come on, just rest, take a nap. And I just have to tell myself, like, I'm not doing it for Gio, I'm doing it for Barbell, and I'm doing it for these guys. Like, they're super motivated, they're super inspired, they're super, they come with their A game, and it's not fair that I rob them of that because I'm being emotional and I'm being selfish. So I kind of take, like, I try to be unselfish, and I think about them and, you know, all that fire that they have. And I don't want me to be the reason why they kind of lose interest, or they feel demotivated, or they just feel like, I guess, kind of disheartened in a way, you know?
Yeah. That's one thing that really inspires me and motivates me too. Like I do, you know, we go through the same thing, we shoot 8 hours and I'm exhausted. And usually when I'm driving from like JK, the old office, to the new office where the new JK and Barbell meetings are, I have the windows down, music blasting. I'm like, revitalize, revitalize, revitalize. I gotta lead another group of people. But when I get there, they're actually the ones that lead me, because they're the ones that are so hungry for knowledge.
Yeah.
And I see that they're on their A game. They can't wait to meet and learn and collaborate. And I'm just like, dude, you guys motivate me, because 7 o'clock is 7 o'clock anywhere. And for them to still feel that energized and that much willing to, you know, get shit done, I'm like, all right, 7 p.m. is the
Yeah.
start of your workday. It's the start of mine too.
Yeah, so then, like, I met with Trill today, and today was one of those really exhausting days for me, just because you guys saw that we were just consuming a whole bunch of foreign food that
Every
I'm
time
just
I
not...
burp, I still smell it, by the way.
that I'm just not used to. So that was like a very stressful situation for me. It might not be as stressful for you because I guess you have more of a developed palate, I guess.
It was stressful for me.
Fine.
I don't eat bugs on the regular. What the fuck?
But I mean, you have more of an open mind when it comes to that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it was just fine. It was stressful for both of us. But I was entering my first meeting, and I was like, all right, well, just show me what you got. And like you said, he had his A game, and he came very prepared, and he came with all the details and a really good, solid preparation and presentation that I was just like, oh shit. And then that motivated me and kind of ignited whatever little fire I had left. And I'm like, oh my God, yeah. And then let's do this and then move forward. Like, this is a great job. This looks. So then that also like really, really woke me up. But then as soon as like we nailed it, and I'm like, cool, okay, this is your homework for, you know, for Friday or whatever. Give me this, 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 and this. And as soon as they were like, cool, got it. All right, see you next week. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna die now.
That's how I feel right now. And surprisingly enough, moving into the middle of the city, I would think that the hustle and bustle was like, you're never gonna turn it off. You know, you're always on that Wall Street City grind. But coming up here and I'm looking around, and the
It's pretty
scenery,
peaceful.
it's actually very peaceful. All the lights, it's just,
You know what I think it is?
it's very chill.
Well, I think it's because we're not in that hustle and bustle grind anymore. Yes, our building is, like, geographically, our location is in the, like, literally in the heart of downtown LA. But I feel like us being, like, this high up in the air, like, removes us from that. So we get, like, this bird's eye view of everything. And it really puts you into perspective, or puts things into perspective of, like, you're not really that important. What you're doing isn't really that crazy. Like, just chill out. Take some you time. Like, you get to remove yourself from like, you look at this. Like, look at how insignificant, like, we look compared to, like, these beautiful buildings next to us. So it's just like, all right, chill out. Like, you're not that important. Like, take it easy. Like, life moves on. Just relax. You know, kick your shoes off. Like, at least that's how I feel. I don't know if that's how you feel.
That's how I feel. But now the day has come to an end. I'm gonna relax and actually kick my shoes off.
I know, my shoes are still on. These are like, I can't wait to take these
Take them off. I
mofos
want to
off.
smell what it smells like
No!
inside.
I like when I get to slip in and out of shoes, but just Chucks are like my favorite shoe of all time. But they are a bitch to put on and off, so I can't kick these on and off when I please. So it takes work, like untying it and then removing the laces and stuff. So I can't wait to take these off. And they're like wrapped around my ankle too. What?
I'm just tired. I'm gonna eat an ice cream.
Are you going to the jacuzzi?
I might go to the jacuzzi.
You're so bougie.
Might watch Stranger Things, which is one of my favorite TV shows as of recent.
Yeah.
And just relax and let my brain melt away.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's what you're gonna do. I can't wait to get out of my clothes. Like, you guys know, that's the first thing I have to do. Kick off my shoes, take off my clothes, get into PJs, and wash this makeup off. Like, I can't wait to wash the makeup off and like put my hair up and just fucking be a mess. What?
Good night. For a place where I was telling Gio, which I also told you guys in another vlog, I wanted to feel like the little Alhambra girl that is moving into the big city.
You gotta show them what you did in that room though.
Which room?
In that room.
Over here?
Yeah, what you felt like.
So when we first came in, this is our living room, by the way. I first came in and I was like, oh my God, this is the fucking downtown LA. Oh my God.
You're spinning. You're
Fucking hit the fucking street.